Hello, everybody. I'm Joyce Burgess, and I am here with my wonderful friend and expertise as it relates to technology and digital life, Angela Valentine. So, Angela, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here with you again, Joyce. It's been a while.
It has been a while, but you know what? During that time, or shall I say, in the meantime, so many parents have come on board to educate their children at home. Whether they started out homeschooling years and years ago, or whether they've been brought or forced into it because of the distance learning of our regular schools. Parents are involved. We cannot get away from that fact that parents are now on the front lines of their children's education. They are involved. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you brave and courageous parents out there, especially those mothers that are trying to work at the same time, do a Zoom call, and do laundry, and still try to teach a child the simple things like multiplication facts. So congratulations to you, moms. We are here to help you. And now that I've said that, I'm here to introduce you to a program that the National Black Home Educators has crafted, a program called Parents as Teachers at Home. That is also a Facebook page. I encourage you to go and like that Facebook page, Parents as Teachers at Home, which we have an acronym, which is PATH. And PATH is the road to take, where the National Black Home Educators have created these weekly training sessions to teach parents how to teach their children. Angela, before I go on more about that, is there something else that you would like to add to the introductory of Parents as Teachers at Home, or PATH? From here on out, ladies and gentlemen, we will be referring to this program as PATH. Is there anything that you would like to add to that, Angela?
Yes, Joyce, I'm delighted, first of all, to be on this journey with you with the PATH program. It's something that has been on your heart, I know, for a while, as well as mine, with the resources that we've talked about for years that we have available, your expertise and my technical expertise. This is just the perfect time, along with the perfect platform to do this with all the distance learning and everything that's going on right now. We're kind of, many of us are forced into this situation, and we need the quality resources and the help and the support to do this right, so that we don't lose a year of learning with our kids. So I'm just delighted to be on this path with you
Yes.
and to bring that technology piece to the discussion. So thank you.
Oh, it is our pleasure. I just want parents to feel relaxed. I know that is so hard to do because you have either one child, or in my case, I had 5 children, or you have 3 or 4 kids. Everybody's screaming for different things. You're wondering, when am I going to get the laundry done? When am I going to get dinner done? And you have all of these children here that are, your responsibility, and you're wondering, am I going to fail at their education? Will I get it right? Will they not learn all of their multiplication problems? Will they go to college? Just all of those fearful questions that come at you. But that's why we're here. You have my 30 years of expertise as a homeschool mom and an educator. And I felt that same way, Angela. I know the feeling. Oh my goodness. I know the feeling of being so afraid, and you can hardly sleep at night in some cases, but I just want you to be relaxed. It's going to be okay. Just relax. The path that we're on, Parents as Teachers at Home, is a way to teach parents, and I have to read this so that I don't forget. But PATH is a program crafted to teach parents how to rethink education to be the leaders of their child's education by improving the parent-child relationship for personal and academic achievement. It's so interesting that sometimes as parents, all we think about is the academic part of learning. But it's so important, Angela, that parents understand that personal parental child friendship that will come later, relationship with your children, especially now that we're guiding them through adulthood. So
Absolutely, Joyce.
parents, yeah, the path will onboard new homeschool families, even existing homeschool families, all homeschool families, whether you're Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, we are here to help you with the successful learning of your children. And these will be once a week lessons, once a week training lessons. We are inviting 80 families. We are limited families. We are limited parents for these 3 months. And prayerfully, we can come back another 3 months. But for 3 months, 12 weeks, we want to invite 80 families to be a part of PATH. The plan or the vision for these weekly sessions will be parents will learn how to produce lessons and trade lessons with other parents using Hangout for digital classroom. All of these training sessions will offer parents the knowledge that they can use to connect, to network, and collaborate with other parents who are like-minded and who align with their vision for teaching their children. We will also have experiences from other homeschool teachers, other homeschool moms, expertise as it relates to certain core subjects, sessions on scheduling. When do I get up in the morning? When do I start homeschooling? When do I end it? Is from 9 to 2, or is it from 8 to 3, or is it from 7 to 12? We're going to help you decide about scheduling. And of course, we want to help you with the G Suite for Education platform. Parents will learn how to tie together the Google tools as a digital organizer for their children's lessons, for their schedules, for the creating online and virtual learning. Angela, I know we have some things we want to show these 80 families. We're asking you, 80 families, to sign up with www.nbhe.net. Angela, is that screen coming up?
Yes,
Is that
give me one
coming up
second
on the
to pull it up.
screen?
Yep.
But we're asking 80 families, once again, to go to the National Black Home Educators, NBHE.net, to go to our website and sign up to be a part of PATH, Parents as Teachers at Home. I think you may want to scroll up a little bit so we can see that icon, Miss Angela.
Right.
And if
This is
there's,
NBHE.net. I just wanted to show that's what you type in at the top, and it will take you to the NBHE homepage. And all you're going to do is scroll down until you see PATH, Parents as Teachers at Home. There's an icon here, and it says register today. Just click on that box that says register today, and it will take you here.
yes, yes. And as you will see, the goal of NBHE's homeschooling program, Parents as Teachers at Home, or PATH, is to teach parents how to rethink education to be the leaders of their child's education by improving the parent-child relationship for personal and academic achievement. PATH, P-A-T-H, will onboard new homeschooling families by offering weekly parental training classes. And these classes will include lessons from other homeschool families. We have a wonderful array of homeschool families that are ready to share with you their experience at teaching their children at home. Homeschool teachers' expertise on certain subjects like math, and of course, history and reading. Sessions on scheduling, as I said before, and of course, using the G Suite education. These training sessions will equip parents with the knowledge that they can use, once again, to connect, network, and collaborate. You know, when I started homeschooling, Angela, 30 years ago, there were a few families, but there were not a lot of families that were homeschooling, especially African-American families. There were not. And so I was very blessed to have a support of lots of families to help me get through this. And this is what I want parents to understand. You need that help. You need us to come along beside you and support you so you won't feel alone in this homeschool venture. Anything else you want to add to that, Angela?
Absolutely. It is so important, Joyce, that as we tackle this, and I appreciate you just offering your 30 years of expertise to this
My
conversation.
pleasure.
And as we bring the parents to the table, this is something that we can glean from it, your experience, as well as the experience of other parents that are teaching at home as well. So I think it really, I've said it before in the Christianity Today interview that you and I did together. One of the things that I said that we say it takes a village, and that's still true today. All of us, if we pull our resources together and come and just glean from these resources, we can really get our kids where they need to be. So that's so important that we work together on this.
Absolutely. And you know, it's for such a time as this.
Yes,
It's for such a time as this. And our children need us right now as
yes,
parents. Our children
definitely.
really need us. You know, we are the pretty much the main thing or the primary thing that's showing children some sense of normacy is our
Hmm.
home life, our loving them as their parents. This has given our children a sense of normacy where everything around them seems to be crumbling. The home life is the thing that's holding us all together, right?
You're right. You're right.
So, Angela, we also have for these 80 families, I want to be clear, we are only able to invite 80 families. So I encourage you, go to that website, www.nbhe.net, click on PATH, Parents as Teachers at Home, sign up because we've already had a good number of families that have already signed up for parents, for PATH. And so we're encouraging you, sign up for as 80 families because this is a 12-week, 3-month training session for 80 families only. So get out there and sign up. And Angela, we have
Yeah,
some bonus materials for these families as well. Some really good giveaways that each
absolutely.
family will receive. There it is, right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We try to put together a little chart to kind of encourage everyone that may be watching. But one of the offerings that we have as part of the bonus materials for the parents that do sign up and complete this 3-month program with us, you will be receiving Joyce's book, Teach Me How to Teach My Child. So you'll get a free complimentary book from Joyce that's a hard copy book as well. And then I
Yes.
also have digital literacy and coding curriculum, and that's going to be a downloadable ebook for you. And that will have some of the resources that I will be covering on the technical side that you can use to find quality curriculum when it comes to digital literacy and coding. And some of that is going to be modeled in some of these lessons that we'll be bringing to the parents as well. So you can see how to take your material, your curriculum, and to embed it into the technology, the same type of Google technology that's being used in many of the school systems today with G Suite for Education. So we'll be modeling that for you and showing you those resources as well. And this ebook will be a hard copy, not a hard copy, but a digital copy of those, some of those resources we'll be discussing. And Joyce, you want to tell us about this Bedtime Inspirational Stories book?
Well, you know, a lot of times parents wonder, what are my children learning? You know, and sometimes, you know, with children, especially elementary age children or even middle school children, you know, you can feed them so much information until you're wondering if it's really processing or, you know, are they really getting it? But I do know one thing for sure. When children go to bed at nighttime and they have those last moments with the mom or the dad before they say good night, that's a very, very important time of pouring information into your children. When my children were young, I would allow them to listen to music, classical music at nighttime, or maybe the old hymns. just something very, very organic that they can listen to that will minister to their spirits or to their minds. And reading amazing materials is a part of that. I had the pleasure of reading this book, Bedtime Inspirational Stories, where it involves the mom and the child, or the dad and the child. It involves them on a very gentle level right before they go to bed at nighttime. And how we know our children need to know about their heroes. Children need to be inspired by their heroes. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this. Although this book talks about 50 African American people who changed the world, I honestly believe that Caucasians, Asians, Hispanics, all of us need to know about all of our heroes, first of all, but we also need to know about each other's heroes. I was doing a study this morning, and don't even ask me why. I am fascinated by Josephine, Napoleon's wife, Josephine. And I've just been doing a little study about her, and just how pretty much Napoleon created his own lordship, so to speak. And I was just reading about the Battle of Waterloo. And, to me, I'm not saying he was necessarily a hero or anything like that for me, but I am saying that, there are some principles and concepts that we can gain from everybody. And so this book is just a great resource for families to read to their children about people who changed the world. Because all of our children need to know about heroes, people who inspire them onto greatness, to be strong, to do good things. And so that's what these bonus materials about. Angela, I really wanted you to tell us about coding. I do know that working with Google has some amazing resources for children. And I'm all about customizing the curriculum and designing and personalizing curriculum for the specific needs of that child. Now, we know one size does not fit all. Right. Even in our family, we can't teach, just because we're one family, just because you're the Valentine family, Angela, if you had 4 or 5 kids, you cannot teach one child and say, okay, I'll use this same method to teach them. No. The children will immediately tell you that's not for me. So having said that, Google has all these great resources. And one thing I like about it is it allows you to customize the curriculum for the child. Because as children's interests grow, some may go to college, but some may want to be entrepreneurs. I know my children started their own businesses when they were 12 or 13 years old. And Google has something specifically for 13-year-olds. Isn't that right?
That is correct, Joyce. So the approach, at least the way that I like to look at it, is we take our child, and it doesn't matter what age they are. We have resources on whatever level that is age appropriate for them, depending on, their comprehension, how quickly they pick up the materials. But especially when they get to age 13 and above, there is
Yeah.
a new Google certification for kids that's available. And this certification just allows them to demonstrate to Google that they have the foundational basics that's required for technology today. So it's a very wonderful tool. Not a lot of people know about it. That's one of the benefits of working with us, is because me being a certified trainer, I get to bring that information from Google to our audience, which is awesome. And not only bringing the information, but we practice with using these tools as well. It's not just good to know that the tools are available, but how do we get access to the tools? How do we
Yeah.
implement those in our daily learning? So that's what we do
Yeah.
with this program. And for those parents, and that day that I introduced it in our program, I will be going through what exactly is required, what the exam will consist of, as far as there's an exam guide. So these are some of the things that I know that I teach my cohort of children. I take them through that curriculum on their level so they're comfortable with like Google Classroom, Google Drive, finding their cloud-based apps, some of the things again that they're still using in the school system that Google allows the schools to have. So we have that. We have full access to all of that technology, and we can lead these children to certification, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Absolutely, Angela. You know, I think about how you and I have been talking to homeschool families about crossing that divide with traditional learning and technology. And here we are, every one of us, you know, parents who have children in regular schools. You see now why it's important that we become very, very knowledgeable about technology. And this is something I still stress to homeschool families. There's an opportunity, there's a time for it. It's not like we're trying to say, hey, 4 hours of your school instruction time should be digital. I'm not saying that. But what I am encouraging parents to do, at least 2, maybe 3 hours a week. You know, think about it, parents, homeschool parents, regular school parents, whatever. Think about it. Your children are online basically anyway. You may as well teach them how to do it the right way and a way that's productive. You know, I was talking with one of my daughters. Now she's 25 years old. She was playing this little game online. It's an interesting little game because she's a gardener, believe it. 25 years old, she's a gardener. She likes to crochet. She does have a regular position, but during her off hours, this is what she does. So she's a part of this digital game, so to speak, where she is running a farm. And that's eventually something she wants to do, is to have her own farm. So she's running a farm with her plants and with her animals. And while she and I are talking on the phone, she says, oh my gosh, I gotta try that. I didn't even inquire, but I'm thinking, you have to do what? So it was something she wanted. I don't know if it was another plant or if it was another animal she needed to buy to add to her farm, her digital farm, okay? But
Yes.
she's creating this, and this is almost it's like an illusion almost. But this is where she's going. You know, she has a small little plants. Now she has animals. She raises dogs and cats. Then she has her plants that she enjoys, but she also raises plants that she eats from. And then she has this digital life of a farm life. So our children are already online anyway. We just need to teach them how to do it where it's productive. So these bonus materials, Joyce Burgess's book, Teach Me How to Teach My Child, I encourage you to get that book. It just tells a lot about my personal life from the beginning of, you know, just starting out raising a family. And then it talks about my choice to educate my own children. And then it moves into designing curriculum. And the question that NBHE is always asked about, what shall I use? How do I teach my children? You know, how do I add more African-American materials into my homeschool? This book helps you with those questions. And then Angela's book will as well give you formidable information on how to be the best, how to teach your children, how to get the best out of technology, and of course, bedtime stories for children and for families. And all of this that we're talking about academically, it's just to build strong families. Frederick Douglass said something, Angela, that I love. He says, I'd rather build strong children than repair broken adults. But in this case, I do know what Frederick Douglass meant, but sometimes we have to support parents to be the best that they can be so that they can build those strong children, ultimately strong households. So I think if I left anything out, you know, about this program, I encourage you, go to the website, sign up as soon as possible. And we're going to be promoting this on our social media pages. Parents as teachers at home, please go and like that page, join it, so that you can involve yourself in the community of other like-minded families like yourself
Yes.
that you align with to support you in your decision to
Yes.
be on the front lines of your children's education.
Yes. So, and then we did mention also, Joyce, when we will start the
Oh,
lessons, right? Did we? Okay.
no, we did not say when.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We did.
All right. We will be meeting with parents that are a part of this program. That's why it's important to sign up as soon as possible so we can email you the follow-up information. But as of right now, we've chosen Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central. And Joyce, are we going to record these sessions? Should we record them, do you think?
Absolutely. We'll definitely record these sessions in case a parent can't come on right away, but they can listen to the and then we'll have a if a parent comes on and listens to the recording, we'll have it will show us what parents listened, correct?
It depends on how we set it up, but yes, we can definitely see the replays, the number of
Yeah,
replays.
yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
see that that you replay it. So yes, they will be available, but I encourage you to actually watch the live presentations. That way you're directly
Yes.
involved. You can start, emailing or Facebooking us as to, some of your questions, and maybe some of the other parents in the chat may be able to
Right.
help answer some of those questions. So we just want to bring on this community of positiveness in this what we've been given for such a time as this, where
Yes.
parents are on the front lines and involved with their children's education.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's a good point too, as well. When you sign up, you will get the replay. If there's a schedule conflict with that time, maybe once we get everyone online, we could poll the parents to see if there's a better time, maybe on Saturdays or whatnot to meet. But if that's a conflict for you, don't let that discourage you from signing up. Please still sign up, and then you will get access to the replays, but only if you're signed up. Only if you're signed
And
up.
the lessons will only be 45 minutes to an hour.
Yes.
We will also try to allow a few minutes for maybe 3 or 4 questions.
Yes.
So it's going to be an interactive time, and we're very excited about it because we want to strengthen your decision to teach your child at home. We want to strengthen that, make you feel secure and supported in your decision to do that. It's our pleasure, right?
Absolutely. This is what we do. It's what we wanted to do it on this level for a long time. So I'm glad we're
So
here.
same here, same here. So unless you have anything else to say, I am done. Once again, your takeaways, parents that are listening now, is to run to the website and sign up for PAT, Parents as Teachers at Home, and tell your friends. But we're only inviting 80 people. We're inviting all of you, but we can only take 80 of you to be a part of this 3-month weekly parent strengthening for homeschooling your children. I know I kind of bungled that up, but anyway,
I
you
like
get my drift.
I like how you said that. Parent strengthening and all of that.
Yeah, parent strengthening, because really that's what it is. Because we can't be weak about this decision, because
Right.
our children's lives, we're thinking educating, really,
Yes.
academics, but our children's lives
Yes.
are in the balance here. I was talking with a
Absolutely.
mom the other day who said that her daughter was under the table because she's tired. And like I said earlier, that the home life and our position as parents is the only thing that's normal for our children. And this mother was just wailing and weeping because she doesn't know what to do. And so by the grace of God, and I say that by the grace of God, I was able to encourage her and strengthen her in her decision. It's not an all-day thing. You don't need to homeschool 8 hours a day, like a lot of my colleagues did during the day. 6 to 8 hours a day by $2,000 and $3,000 worth of curriculum. What? No, 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 no. You
Wow.
don't need to do that. Yeah. And then they would put it in the used curriculum sale at the end of the year. Because like I said, parents, if you can't teach it, then if it's not interesting to you, then it's not going to be interesting for you to teach to your children, and you're going to lose them. So it's very important that you come on, be a part of this. We're looking so forward to having you and getting to know you so that we can help you be successful. And I can guarantee you will be successful at homeschooling your children. All
Awesome.
right. Okay, I think our
Ah,
time. Are we done, Angela?
yes, our time is up. And thank you, Joyce, again for this opportunity. We're so excited and we look forward to seeing you sign up, and we'll be in contact with you and ready to launch on Wednesday. So thank you
Yes.
for listening, everyone.
All righty. Have a great day, everybody.